I'm in disbelief. I was really enjoying all these beautiful beverages that you were sending me. They were beautiful. They were like art. And I don't drink alcohol, but I saved every one because they looked like they'd be good to make without alcohol. Until I stumbled across on this bullshit. You know, I'm so grateful God gave me an imagination, and and I have His heart, because otherwise I might think this crazy shit Hollywood dreams up is cool, or all these fake ideas are interesting. But when you really are dear to God and you really do have a gift, you do not repeat history. You do not kill celebrities so you can try to put their spirit in something so Hollywood never evolves, because they keep focusing on the celebrities they murdered and holding on to the ghosts. It's like when I heard, this is true story, people that have mocked God, put God down through the years, a lot of times some tragedy happens to them. Well, Hollywood was the worst thing I think that happened to the planet since the Antichrist was here. And it's just like it had a trickle down effect. You're the idiots that went up in space, the space program, and caused all this rubbish. Hitler was just one of many false prophets. And instead of looking at your garbage and seeing the shit you turned the planet into, you still keep holding on to the same false beliefs and dumb ideas, because you don't have the godliness within to do something fertile and fresh and original from the heart and soul that's beautiful. You're destroying every heart, soul, and mind on the planet. Do not try to drag me into your bullshit game. I was doing plays as a child and I had such a fertile mind, imagination, that you only tapped into a smidgen of it and built an empire. Spare me your darkness and your idiocy and your curse. The curse that you have is one that you brought to yourself. Your evil and your horror and the crimes you committed and the innocence and all this bullshit you preyed upon. You are just the beast. You're trapped in your chains, and you think if you get a name and you get wealth, then all of a sudden you'll be living a better life. The road in life should be paved by us, those of us individuals who are close to God, who want to make a difference. When I used to go visit the convent, one of the things I did was I was kind of in a surreal world, because walking the road up to the top, or at the bottom, the cab driver dropped me off, I would just envision in my mind being on a walk with Christ, on a path to heaven. And I never wanted to get off that path. And I hope that everyone I liked and loved would just end up on that road with me. But I saw the road clearly to God in the heavens and in the future. And that road's still there, and God's still there. Don't try to get me off the path that God has already placed me on. Any of you creeps can drop dead or just go to hell as far as I'm concerned. I've never bought into your rubbish. I don't like the shit that's coming out of Hollywood. And I remember telling Steven Spielberg's casting director that they put in the room next to mine in Kauai, that everything coming out of Hollywood anymore is so rubbish. I said they're taking my work and getting 2 or 3 stories out of it, destroying it completely. It's all about the money and the buck. Hollywood will not take a chance. They keep doing the same thing over and over and over because they don't want to take a gamble of losing something. I'm like, it's turned into too much mafia and organized crime and blood sacrifice and lust and all the things that God said Sodom and Gomorrah became, and Rome came before it fell. I am not a part of that circle. I've told you this repeatedly. This bullshit about rose and glass and cartoons, you should never use a cartoon to portray human life. You should never do Disney animation to me to try to steal my soul. You should not murder my little dog and people and say you're damning them in the earth because you have lost your way to heaven. If you want to blame somebody for your crimes, don't blame an innocent woman like me or the human population. Blame the people that sent things up to space. Instead of sending more things up to space, you should be blaming yourself for the evil you caused and try to figure a way to undo some of it by getting rid of these space weapons, getting rid of all the weapons globally. everything. Those nukes and all those things were not built to fight other countries. They were built by Satan to destroy you.